Okay, guys. Today we're going to be testing Chinese KN95 masks. This is something my Chinese friend sent me from China. This is their version of our N95 masks. My other friend also sent me some masks from KN95 masks directly from China. So we're going to be testing two different Chinese masks and see how they hold up. There's going to be a lot of other tests as well that we're going to do. Sadly, I don't have my lab assistant Ginger with me again. That's a shame, but you know, Walter is still here. And I have other things to keep me company. So we're going to have a lot of fun. First, we're going to get some music going. That's the most important thing. And then, yeah, the other thing I want to test is, you know, in the previous experiments, I tested surgical masks, both new ones and worn ones. And I found that the worn ones lost a tremendous amount of. So I assume that maybe humidity or, you know, from your breath may lose the charge, which may make it less of an effective filter. And so I'm probably going to be wearing this for most of the day to see how it stands up after a day of use, and maybe I'll test it tomorrow as well. So that's something else I want to do. You know, some other stuff if we get time. You know, I want to, oh, the other thing I'm going to do is, you know, we spent a lot of time testing the filtration capacity of just the material. That this takes into account is there's a lot of air that can come in through the sides. And the way fluid dynamics works is that fluids, i.e. air, is going to flow. The flow rate of the fluid is going to be proportional to the air resistance. So if you have a filter material that has higher air resistance and you have holes on the side, well, then a lot more air is going to come in through the sides than the filter material. It'll be proportional. So a mask is only as important as not only the filtration material, but also the fit. And that's why the N95 mask is kind of shaped this way. And also it has the elastic straps that give it a tighter fit on the head. And, you know, if you read any articles recently about N95s, they always talk about that the proper fit is important, you know, for the efficacy, and we're going to test that. So, yeah, we're going to get started. This is the particulate counter. I already, you know, I'm going to go ahead and take some new controls since it's been a while. I'll do it right before we start the experiment. But first, let's get things set up. Let's post it on Facebook, and then let's get going. All right, well, let's start with some music. Let's see, what are we in the mood for today? Fuck it, I'll just start from the beginning. This is just my liked list on SoundCloud, so it's just like a... I gotta set my Bluetooth. All right. Okay. All right. Let's post this on Facebook. Let me start taking some controls right now. This is raw and going to be kept on the Google Docs, which will be posted. $11:55. What the hell just happened? All right, my yes. You know, I should set this up with a different laptop. Whatever. Okay. Okay, 11:55 a.m. Okay, you know, I guess, I'm not sure that's, so I had been finding some results prior suggesting that maybe humidity was lowering particulate counts in the air in general, and that kind of made sense. But so like it's been rainy the past 2 days, and so I saw that, you know, the air particulate counts were just a lot less than normal. I thought that maybe it had to do with humidity bringing down the particulates, and because that's true. So anytime you have humid air, like any particulates kind of like get absorbed in each of these these humid droplets, and they kind of pick up like water, and then they fall to the ground. So they're just going to be a lot less particulates in the air. And so a lot of what people are saying about coronavirus is that maybe when it gets hot and humid, we're going to see some decreases. But, you know, you definitely don't want to bank on that. But, you know, so it's been raining these past days. The humidity has been up. You know, I'm in SoCal, and so it's generally dry here. And so I noticed, you know, these massive differences in the 0.3 micron particulates. And I thought it was humidity, but today, still it's rainy. The humidity is about 65%, and the particulates are pretty high. And a lot of that has to do with me being in the room and the door being open and, you know, swirling in the air as, you know, all this dust from the garage kind of gets picked up. That's what I'm assuming. That's my current hypothesis, given that these, you know, as I started today, I've noticed that just taking the, you know, the room air, the particulate counts have been going up, and I think it's because I'm here, I'm talking, things are moving around, you know, I'm moving around, which is moving air currents. Yeah. So I had these high hopes that humidity was bringing down particulate count like 50%, and it's down. You know, it's like in 40s, but it's not It's not, you know, it's like what, like a 20% decrease or so. No, not 20%, more than that. But it's a significant decrease, but it's not the 50 to 80% that I thought. This is a beautiful song. What am I doing? Okay, I just took my controls. I still need to post this on Facebook. Oh, God, this is annoying. It's a beautiful song. Just making the Facebook message. I can't believe I'm doing this. All right. Okay, whatever. Damn, this music is. Ugh. All right. Cool. All right. I got my controls. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to do is test my Chinese friend's KN95s. This is what they look like. So they have ear straps instead of like one is like a cup. You know, just wearing it, it just doesn't feel very tight at all. I mean, these really should be head straps at least. It just doesn't feel tight to the face. And around it to kind of create like a tight seal, so that all the air that's going into the particulate counter is wow, that's very 5, to be honest. But again, like I was saying, the fit, not so good. Draw delay. I'm updating the Google. Sealed material to particulate counter with a rubber band. So I'm getting my Google Docs ready for the data input. That's insanely low. $146 particulates. That's fucking crazy. That's like a 98% filtration capability. I'm gonna do the second run. Wow, that's at least this Chinese stuff, really good material. Like it's better than the N95, the 3M one. Just looking at these numbers, that's insane. It's pretty good, not gonna lie. Okay, so again, we're testing these ones. My friend Jessica sent me these from a shipment of different brands that she got from China. All right, so these are the ones Jessica sent. Porncom. Wow. That's my friend sent it to me, and you know, I don't think he's messing around. This brand is called, it looks like Porncom, Porncom. It's almost like it's, and the logos are super similar. The logos are just super similar. And you can just tell that this one is trying to knock off this one. Or one of them is trying to knock off one of them. I assume it's these ones. This just doesn't look as good. We'll see. Like this one has staples on a rubber band. Okay, I guess I have to show you guys this. Okay, yeah. So, yeah, this one was insanely good. So this brand looks really good. Okay, so here are two different Chinese masks. Powecom, Porncom. This one, just the logo and the writing, they just look better. The straps are attached with just melted on, really. These ones, first of all, the metal band is on the outside. This one is actually in between the layers. And then these ones have rubber bands, elastic rubber, stapled onto the mask, which would be bad for airflow, honestly, because now you have holes in the mask. Not that it's going to be a tight fit anyways, right? But compare that to this, where the elastic bands are actually a cloth material and it's melted on to the plastic. Yeah, so you could just tell. This one was honestly probably made just recently, and due to the demand, and they're probably just seriously, either it's like a new factory or maybe they're cutting costs, or they just don't have the raw materials, so they're just, you know, changing the design. In terms of the inside, this inside definitely feels, it just feels thicker in general. This the green Powecom. Let me just hold them the way I was holding them before. This one feels thinner, and the inside feels much less just soft. Yeah, this feels cheaper. It just feels, oh God, what am I doing? The material just feels a lot stiffer too. So like I'm just feeling like this rubber band is trying to get like a good, oh shit, it's way worse. Fuck. Fuck. It's way worse. Dude. Dude, that's terrible. Man, this is such like a knockoff. This is fucking bullshit, man. Dude. Yeah, that sucks. Chinese, I mean, you could just tell they tried to like knock it off. It's like they tried to make the logos the same. They tried to make the name the same, Powecom, and this is Porncom. And it just looks like a worse mask. And it is. Let me just see the percentages. This is my mom. Oh, stream. Oh, thank you, Mom. I got it. Yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah. As you can see, my lab is not a clean environment. I get food delivery. Ooh, nice. Okay. Jess. I gotta tell Jess. That shit is bullshit. It's fucked up, man. Honestly, it still gets the big particulates, though. Sad, man. Yeah, I mean, it's not bad. It's 89% filtration efficiency compared to the actual Chinese one, which is a 98%. This is 89. This is below a 95% standard. Better than nothing, but it's definitely not up to standard. She gave me a few to test. I'm hoping that's a bad sample. My guess is not. Yeah. You know what? It still has pretty decent filtration of like the one micron particulates and the 2 micron particulates. So like the big particulates is doing a really good job at, like really good, like 99%. But the 0.3 microns way underperforms. You know what? So let me test some of the other samples in the hopes that this sample is just, you know, this particular mask is defective. What I'm assuming is happening is that it's like a knockoff and they're cutting costs somewhere and they're just trying to make some money because everyone is demanding this. I hate that. I hate that these Chinese companies are benefiting from this destruction. Yeah. It's a fucking shame, man. Yeah. This mask is also having a problem. That is fucking shame, man. That kind of pisses me off. This second sample, pretty much similar to the first one. About 89% efficiency. Similar to a surgical mask. And given it's pretty much just a surgical mask. Yeah, that pisses me off, man. I mean, I've heard stories though. These like Chinese companies, people buying, you know, these masks in desperation from Chinese companies, like hospitals buying these, and them coming. Yeah, that sucks. Man, that really pisses me off. These rubber bands are shitty too, man. Christ. All right, so this is the second sample. Both equally shitty. I'm just gonna do another one. I'm imagining it's gonna be the same. But, you know, I gotta tell Jess, I just want to be extra sure. But this Chinese one was really good, like better than the American one. So, I mean, if you get the good stuff, it'll work. Yeah, I think I'll send my friend a picture of this as well. Just to show her like the differences. Okay. Yeah. Sample 3. Similar. It sucks. I'm gonna tell Jess. It really blows. I'm just typing this to Jess. She's the one who sent me these masks, and they're not. They're cheap Chinese knockoffs. I mean, they're not good. You know what? I gotta send her those pictures. Yeah, you could just tell with the name and logo they were trying to knock off. Okay. So all in all, did I record this? 6342. Well, yeah. Such a shame, man. Planned. Okay. What am I doing? Oh, yeah. Okay, first I'm going to just test the 3M N95 mask again, just to have some sort of like, kind of like control standard basically, by which to compare over time. Yeah, this is good. 3M, man, they make good stuff. Yeah, I'm just going to finish typing to my friend the bad news. So, I mean, even the knockoff one, the Chinese knockoff one, it did pretty well for the larger particles, like the 1 micron. Yeah. So that Chinese knockoff, even though it didn't do the 0.3 microns well, really effective, actually. So they're not terrible. And, you know, if we're talking about something where you're not having to deal with like very small aerosols, then it would be okay. But like I would put it on the order of a surgical mask, right? If I look at surgical masks, a new one, like very good, 99% filtration of larger particles, but about, you know, like 90% filtration of like of the 0.3 microns. which is the standard for what an N95 means. N95 means it filters 0.3 micron particulates, 95% of them. So it failed to do that. This 3M mask is killing it though. 99%. Okay, 272, 8 and 1. That's killer, man. 99 across the board. 3M, they make good stuff. So in general, like even this Chinese, like the real Chinese brand, it was really good. It was definitely up to the same standards of 3M's, but I feel like the fit of it is going to be way worse because of these flimsy elastic straps, and just the design is not a cup design, and so there's going to be holes. Oh God, I can just rip that polypropylene. Okay. All right, sorry, I just gotta finish telling Jessica this. Okay. Noticeably worse. They staple rubber bands to the mask. Which is not a good idea because it put holes in the mask. Pretty much equivalent to a surgical mask in its properties, that knockoff one. Yeah. That's a shame. Okay. All right. So the new thing I've been trying to experiment with is okay. So the real test comes when you wear a mask and you want to see whether the fit test, right? Because like I said, fluid dynamics, air is a fluid, can be thought of as a fluid. And the way flow rate works, how much airflow per unit of time, how much air goes by per unit of time airflow is proportional to air resistance, right? So if you are, and so that's the problem. You can have the best filter material that you want. A lot of it, most of it is going to come into the sides. So fit is really, really important. Probably more important than the actual material. And this is where it's going to get hard, is to design a mask that fits well, right? This is my mask. Fits okay, but yeah, that's the problem. The problem is fit. And if the higher the air resistance of your filter material, the more the air is going to want to flow in through cracks and holes around the sides. So your ideal mask would be one that has as low of air resistance as possible and has a tight seal around the face. So in order to do this setup, I'm gonna have to have a drink for this. But I'm going to be taping a tube onto my face, into my nose. I'm gonna tape it, and I'm gonna run this part into the particulate counter. Okay, and then I'm gonna wear a mask, and I gotta tape my nose shut so that air can't come in through my nose, and I'm gonna shut my mouth. So imagine this hose is here sucking up air. I'm gonna have a mask on, and hopefully that's gonna simulate a person breathing while wearing a mask. I'm even gonna put some like little putty here, so hopefully I can still shape the mask to the contours of like my face. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna go get my N95 mask that I have been wearing because it's already fitted to my face, and I want to keep this one new so that I can keep testing with it. Yeah, I'm gonna go get that. Oh, God. It's raining again. Oh. Okay. A little bit of Hibiki 12. They discontinued. Hibiki discontinued. Oh man, I have nothing left. Oh, I'm so sad. So they discontinued the Hibiki 12s and the 17s all the years, and they replaced it with blended ones with Harmony. So these have become really, really coveted now because there's no more supply. So I saw that this was on eBay, a year or so ago for $500. A Hibiki 12. Pretty crazy. I should wash this. Whiskey glass. I don't want to drink too much. God, this. I gotta conserve. Cheers, guys. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to finish this experiment and just take some controls.
styrofoam is like welded to the.
The hell is that? For Elise, that's beautiful. I am more into something else right now. Okay. Okay. Oh yeah, they can you. You don't need to. It just, how long are you gonna use it? You want to take the charger? Take the charger. Okay, all right. Yeah, actually, I accidentally set up my sheet wrong. That knockoff Chinese brand was actually way worse. It's actually worse than a surgical mask. It's 86% compared to a surgical mask, which is around 89%, 90%. Shit. Oh god, I gotta take the current. God, that's so interesting. I'm taking some controls now. And it's like the particulate count in the air just got way, way less. I don't really understand this. You know, I'm not gonna take controls until I start this thing. I'm only gonna draw 1 liter of air and have a 10-second draw delay. Oh, Jessica got back to me. Ah, shit. Okay. I'm just gonna have to try to like jigger this like really well in order to try to figure out a way where I can attach this to my face. That's what this guy was originally for. I made him so that he would attach to this and I could put a mask on him. The problem with this setup is that Walter's face kind of hasn't used moisturizer in a while. It's very hard. And so it doesn't have that same fatty softness of like a face that allows a mask to conform to a face. So pretty much it was just drawing straight up air. There's just too many holes in around the face. That's okay. Walter's here to keep me company. All right. Okay. Okay. Whatever. Right. Fuck, I forgot to test a couple of things. All right, I'm gonna backtrack. I'm gonna retest. I'm gonna do the surgical mask, and I'm gonna test my mask, my prototype, just the filtration material itself. I gotta redo the setup. That sucks. That's what happens when you don't have a protocol. Just winging it. Okay. New surgical mask. Okay, well, I'm going to take some controls again. Try to keep it in the same spot. Yeah, it's insane. The amount of particulates has dropped down so much. We had 18,000. Like today, when it started actually raining instead of just being like foggy and overcast, or if, you know, like I haven't been swirling around as much. It's really interesting. I mean, the other thing, it could be the particulate counter. I mean, there's a lot of variables here that I'm doing like garage science. Which is fun. It's fucking fun. I'll tell you that though. Yeah, it's insane. It's like half the particulate count that it was like just an hour ago. I'm gonna test the surgical mask. New. $19.99. That's pretty bad. Oh, that's about right. 7. Yeah. So the surgical mask is about 89%. That's pretty consistent. 89% efficacy in filtering particulates. So the point of why I'm testing the surgical mask again, A, is to just get another data point, but also I'm going to start wearing it and see if it degrades over time. I'm going to wash it, see if it degrades over time. I'm also going to test it with this setup. So, yeah. I have to like hold my breath. I got to tape my nose shut. I'm going to have to hold my breath, close my mouth, hold my breath, and then run the experiment. I'm basically going to be Walter. Surprisingly consistent, these surgical masks, though. Extremely good at filtering larger particles and 89% effective at filtering 0.3 micron particles. But the real test is going to be the fit test. Oh yeah, I was going to test my mask. Oh, come on. My mask, 92% effective. 93%. It's close to N95. Not totally there. You know, I'm stupidly did not test my mask before I wore it. Like I've worn it before and I breathed into it, and I wonder if that is diminished effectiveness in some way. Dang, not as effective as at filtering out like the larger particles either. That's sad. 97% at filtering out, you know, the 1 micron and 2 micron compared to like 3M stuff, which is like 99%. Huh. Well, it was a good first try. You know, I have been wearing it a few times, and I wonder if humidity does affect it. Ooh. Okay, the cool thing about Jessica told me is that the ones she sent me weren't actually the ones she's getting. They were just a different sample from a different brand, and so good. She's hopefully I can test the ones she's actually getting when she gets them. And plus, you know, they're not bad masks. They're like, you know, comparable to a surgical mask. So, you know, maybe not give them to doctors or anything, but, you know, take some controls.
The only thing we found was the empty dispersible. Is he joking?
Taking the controls for after the experiment. Forgot to do that in the past one.
You're an interesting species, an interesting mix. You're capable of such beautiful dreams, such horrible nightmares. You feel so lost, so cut off, so alone. In all our searching, the only thing we found was the empty dispersible. Is each other.
Very true. Okay. Let's do this shit. Whatever. Let's do this. All right, so okay. I gotta see this. What do I look like? Okay. Prefer it to be sticking out. Ah, shit. You know what I have to do first? I need to plug up my nose. Because I basically have to turn into Walter here. And to make sure that no air is coming from me, my mouth, my nose. So I'm going to keep my mouth shut. God, this masking tape smells like shit. Maybe I should use duct tape. All right. Maybe I should use duct tape. Oh, God. Okay. That is a pretty tight seal. Oh God, what am I doing? Okay, that's a pretty tight seal. Okay. Now I'm going to be talking like I have a stuffed up nose, which is a good sign that I don't have COVID because it doesn't really present with upper respiratory issues. It's mainly a lower respiratory. Okay. What am I doing? Let's change this. Okay. All right. Shit. All right. Okay. 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 I'm gonna change the sample setup to be 1 liter of air with a 10-second delay. The 10-second delay is to make sure all the... Okay. Shit. Ah, shit. Okay. I gotta put this... Ah, shit. Fuck. Oh, wait. Jason, fake. Oh, Jason. Think about this, bro. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Okay, so I had to do that. Okay. Yeah, I don't think this putty's a good idea. I should have taped up my nose so soon. This feels super uncomfortable. I wonder if this will be like good proxy. I don't know. There's a lot of different variables here that I'm not taking into account. It's so weird. Okay, yeah. Okay, let's just take some controls. Oh God, what am I doing? What am I doing? I'm gonna look back at this one day and be like, what the fuck was I doing? Okay. Close my mouth. Oh God, I can't hold my breath that long. I must look so retarded. Wow. Okay. The controls are coming out much smaller. The particulates, I guess that this tubing is different. Okay. That's the KN95. Okay, I'm gonna try to conform it as best as possible. Wow. Pretty impressive. You know, as a surfer, I would expect myself to be able to hold my breath for much longer. It's pretty fucking sad. Okay, so the N95s performed really well. About 95%, 96%. I'm gonna do it again. There's a lot of variation. A lot of it has to do with fit. Wow, that was a really good fit. 245. I mean, it's amazing. I'm gonna try it with paying attention to good fit. Okay, when I pay attention to better fit, it really performs better. So I'm gonna try one where I kind of just put it on and I don't really. Yeah, I'm just gonna open up the nose guard actually, just see what happens. Just to see what happens. Are you gonna put this down? Okay, I'm just gonna open the nose guard, see what, just how much the nose guard might do. God, I'm so fucking bad at holding my breath. Fuck, this is pathetic. What kind of surfer am I? Wow. That's really, really disappointing.
Oh my god, guys, that was terrible. Just an open nose guard. Just an open nose guard. And it's like 0% effective. Fuck. Oh. Fuck. Oh. God, that's super disappointing. Okay, what I want to try now
is tight nose fit. But straps down. Interesting. Okay. Oh, that was interesting. Oh, God. Wow. Oh, God. Okay, one other thing I want to try is I'm just going to press. So I'm going to make sure I have a tight nose guard. Wow, really effective. So holding the oh shit. Oh god, I gotta take this off. Got like boogers running out. Okay, come. Oh my god, my nose is full of boogers. Oh. Okay. So next one I want to test is the Chinese KN95. What the fuck is it? Oh, come on. Oh, oh, where the fuck is it? Oh, fell. Fuck. Terrible.
I'm gonna do more controls. Looks like the controls got messed up. Oh god. Oh god. I am leaking. Oh gosh. Okay, my next experiment is going to I'm going to test a Chinese mask, surgical mask, my mask. God, I wish I could just put this up higher. Oh God, so pumping that down. Okay, that's much better. Okay. Oh God, what is wrong with me? Okay, gotta test this Chinese mask. It just generally doesn't fit very well. Oh, it's terrible. Oh my god. I need to get these buggers out. Oh, fuck. Almost done. I just gotta fucking make it through. Oh god, I gotta redo it. Oh god, this is gross. Oh. Hang on this stick. Oh, Jesus. Just gonna draw some air. Make sure. Jesus, man. Oh, that hurts. Oh, fuck you, man. God damn it. How did I do this last time? Oh my god. Oh god. How the fuck did I do this last time? That works pretty well. Okay. Well, that worked a lot better.
And once I hold it to my face, it functions like an N95. Fit is so important. Wow, that was a really good fit. Yeah, when you hold it to your face, it really works. Problem is, it's not a tight fit. Let's do surgical mask. Terrible. That's really bad. I think there might be particulates in this thing. They just run this a couple of times.
Oh God. I'll wait for this to be over. I'm gonna do tight nose guard. You're supposed to pinch it first. Put it on your nose. Go around. Pull over the chin. That was a good fit. Yeah, if I hold it to my face, it's fucking perfect mask. I'm gonna try something else. Try holding it to my face. that good. What the hell? Dude. Fucking Christ. All right. Not that impressive. People's mask. The people's mask. Yeah, that sucks. That was a good one. Controls. Oh shit, cloth mask. Fuck. Alright, I gotta find this N95 insert for this mask. God, what the fuck did I do with it? Shit. Okay, so this cloth mask comes with a N99 insert. So I want to see if it makes any difference. I highly doubt it, actually. This is bullshit. Nominal difference. All right. Gonna take some controls. What the hell? Oh, what the fuck? Well, fuck. The controls are so different now. Shit. People's mask.
Gut check control. God, I think I'm done. Oh, that was a pain in the ass. Oh, what a crazy experiment. All right, Walter, I know how you feel now, buddy. That sucked donkey balls. Oh, man. It's just my nose is running. Just shitty. Oh, my God. These were 2 masks. Didn't matter. God. Let's get whiskey. All right, guys, so kind of finished the experiment. First part of the experiment was testing the Chinese masks. What I found was one brand was actually pretty good in terms of the material, but the fit was just not so good. The other brand was a complete knockoff and was under standard. It was 86% filtration of 0.3 micron particulates, compared to the standard N95, which is 95%. So 86% subpar. The construction looked pretty bad as well. The second part of the experiment I did was actually wearing a mask and trying to detect how effective the mask is, taking into account both the filtration material of the mask as well as the fit of the mask. And the 3M N95 was the best. If you got that nose guard like tight around your nose, this thing just was really good. I think the straps really helped, and just the shell construction was really good. Really interesting though, and sad, is that if your nose guard is like open, completely open, then the efficiency goes from like 95% to like 20%. If it's just like open. If it's like semi-tight, then it goes from like, it's okay, you know, kind of drops a couple of percent. You basically just don't want air to come in through the nose. Also interesting is you just physically held it tight to your face, it went back up to like 99% efficiencies, right? But this fit really well. What the Chinese KN95, it didn't fit very well. So just kind of decent efficiency on like the larger ones, like 30% on 1 micron and 40% on the 2 microns, 30-ish% on the 2 microns. But again, if I held it tight to my face, it's like 98, 97, 98% across the board. Really good. Surgical masks. Surgical masks I found, again, if your nose wasn't tight, just pretty much terrible. You're just breathing air. Now, if you have the nose guard pretty well on, then I'm seeing about like 40%, 40-ish, 42, low 40s% efficiency. If the nose guard is tight and you pull it under the chin, if you wear it properly, basically. My mask, the people's mask. The other thing is about the surgical mask is it had about 50-ish, 50 to 60% effectiveness for the 1 micron and 2 microns. So, pretty decent. Pretty decent. Now, the people's mask. When it was just wearing it with a tight nose guard and regular, it was 15% on 0.3 microns, 3% and 8% on 1 micron and 2 micron. It was not very good. Not very good. But if I held it tight to my face, I was getting 90%, across the board. 0.3, 1 micron, 2 micron, if it was just tight. So if you can somehow get it tight to your face, it's a good mask. Fabric face mask, with and without N95 filter, just not very good because the air is still coming in through the side. So we're seeing 10%, less than 10% for 0.3 micron and 20% for the 1 micron, 2 micron. Handkerchief, pretty much like breathing air. Not good. A little bit effective for the 1 micron and 2 micron particles. But again, guys, the reason we wear masks is to prevent our germs from getting into the air. And that is, even a handkerchief is going to be good at that. If I cough, instead of it just going crazy, that's what the mirrors are for. I'm going to show you guys, how much this is just going to affect your cough or your breathing from going far. But again, it's not great at protecting yourself. All right, guys. Well, that was the experiment today. I'll probably do a little bit more work. I think I might switch over to the paintball gun stuff later this afternoon after I eat something. Anyways, guys, that was fun. That was weird. Gotta admit, that was pretty weird. Yeah, so I'm gonna end this. See you guys later.